Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my first video on YouTube. And a little bit background about myself. I'm Hubert. I'm Chinese, living in China my whole life. And I've been learning English on my own for 7 years since 2014 when I graduated from my university. And I actually wanted plan to go abroad for study that time. But then I just couldn't get the offer. But what I got was the language, English. So I've just been learning English since then, all by myself. And it's been a very interesting journey of language learning. Since I didn't really know that I could, I'm not saying that I'm speaking perfect English or anything like that. I'm still making mistakes, making grammatical mistakes, pronunciation mistakes, and also my pronunciation is not anything close to American or British, this kind of standard accent or Australian accent or Canadian accent, nothing like that. But I feel like I'm able to communicate with people from different countries, with people from a different cultural background. I think, and that's what I wanted to do when I started learning English. I feel like it's, so I decided to make a video like this to kind of show people who are watching, who are learning English, who are probably just starting learning English, to kind of let you know that what you are gonna get 7 years later if you keep learning English. I know I'm not, I'm not speaking perfect English. I'm still making mistakes. Even in this video, when I'm making this video, I'm still making mistakes, and my grammar is definitely not anything close to native speaker. But I kind of want to share some of my experience of language learning with you. So when I started learning English, it was very actually I feel like I improved very fast. I spent almost like 1 month on pronunciation, correcting my pronunciation. I didn't really pay any attention on English learning before 2014. I never thought that I would need to speak English for my job or for anything, or even I never thought that I would speak another language at all when I was younger. But now I am speaking English in my office, using English for my job, and also I am having friends from different countries. It's like an experience that I never expected before. Anyway, so when I started learning English, I spent 1 month at least on pronunciation. I spent at least 2 hours per day after work on pronunciation. And by the way, my mother tongue is Cantonese and Mandarin. So as you know, it can be very difficult for me to gain this kind of English pronunciation since they are very different from my native language. So it took me a month, or I would say 2 months at least, to improve to correct my pronunciation. So, and it's very important too. So you need to know the correct pronunciation before you can understand what people say in that language. I hope it makes sense. And also it could help you speak more confidently if you have the correct pronunciation. I'm not talking about any accents. Accent is something like, I think accent represents the root of someone's culture and history background, and also the country background. I don't think it's necessary to get rid of anyone's accent, but pronunciation is definitely something you want to work on if you are just learning English, just started learning English. So I spent some time on pronunciation, and then and then I moved on to vocabulary and sentences. And I know it's very difficult for anyone to memorizing the vocabulary, and the grammar is something very difficult and tedious. for any English learner. So what I did was like, I was very lucky to find a kind of like material called Effortless English at that time. So I follow the rules told by the teacher. Sorry, I forgot his name, but he's an amazing American teacher. So according to what he said, the natural way and the easiest way to learn a language is to listen to the language, consume a lot of that language every day, and a lot of repetition is required as well. For example, if you want to, let's say, for example, you might find it very hard to understand native speakers' English since they probably speak too fast, or they're probably using words and phrases that you don't know or you're not familiar with. And that's because you are not familiar with the words and the phrases. So the only way to solve it is just find the same material that contains all of the words and phrases that you want to learn, and listen to that material over and over again. It might take a week, a month, but you're gonna get it anyway. You're gonna get it one day, and eventually, all of those words are gonna be like as easy as hello to you if you consume enough content of that target language. So that's what I've been doing, and I can really see the effect of this method. And then after 3 or 4 years of learning English, I realized that I'm not improving myself, I'm not getting anywhere. And that's actually pretty frustrating, since I know that there are people who only spend like 3 or 2 years of learning a specific language, and then they become very fluent, or even some kind of like at an amazing level, I believe. So I was pretty frustrating at the time. I really feel like I'm not improving anywhere. I still don't understand the English spoken in movies, and also I still need time to consume what people say in English. But then I found a channel on YouTube called Kangaroo English, which is very helpful, and and there's a video in the channel saying that it usually takes 70 years or somewhere above 50 years for a non-native speaker to reach the native level of a foreign language. Since so it's like when you learn a language, you're probably going to improve very fast in the first few months and the first few years, but then the process is going to be very slow, and it probably takes more than 30 or 50 years for you to reach another level. And that's very interesting to know. So after the video, I felt like, okay, I'm just gonna take my time. I don't have to push my level or my language skill. I'm gonna take time and enjoy my life. I still make mistakes, and I still don't understand some phrases and words, especially in movies. But anyway, I am able to communicate in real life. Like if I don't understand, I just ask. I just if I have something that I cannot, if I happen to need a word that I don't know, I just describe it, or I just find another way to go around to be able to communicate. That's what I've been doing, and I find it very interesting too. So this is my English. I know it's not perfect, and I'm still making mistakes, and I still pause sometimes in order to figure out what I'm gonna say, and I still need time to kind of like phrase my sentences. But anyway, don't give up, and I'm gonna keep making videos on language and culture and this kind of stuff, since these are the things that I'm passionate about. I really want to, if I can, I want to encourage people who are struggling with English learning, and also I want to share anything that I find interesting in culture and history and anything about basically about life on my channel, and I want to share positive energy on my channel. All right, thank you for watching. I know it's 10 minutes and it's probably too long, and I make a lot of mistakes in these 10 minutes, but anyway, I'm not gonna cut it. I just want to be real. All right, so this is what you're gonna get if you keep learning English for 7 years, I guess. I mean, I know you must be smarter than me or more talented than me. I'm not a smart guy or anything, but I just hope that if you just want to communicate naturally or comfortably with people with using another language, this is what you're going to get if you keep learning that language for 7 years. Since if I can do that, you can do that for sure. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I guess I'm going to make another video like probably 1 week later. So I'll see you next time. I'm Hubert. Thank you for watching.